There we go. Well, it's 9 a.m. sharp here in Denver. So good morning, good evening, depending on where you're calling from. Welcome to today's WIM webinar. We are excited to have you here, and we have an amazing guest with us today, Bushra Anis, a mining engineer and assistant director at HTMA in Pakistan. Bushra reached out to us, the WIM Denver organization, not so long ago, and when we heard her story, we were really inspired, and we wanted to give her a platform to share her voice with our amazing community. So here we are today. Thank you for joining, and Bushra, we're so happy to have you. Please take it away.
Thank you so much for your kind words, and it means a lot to be at this platform, especially from Pakistan. So let me introduce myself first. The way I wish job as introduced rules. I am Bushra Anis, a trailblazing mining engineer who has been climbing more than just mountains. I have been climbing ladders, the rusty ones in underground tunnels, and the invisible ones. Um, in the policy room. From wearing a hard hat in limestone curies to wearing a blazer in a federal meetings, I do it all. But don't be. It was all glamorous. My journey started at UET Lahore, a top engineering university in Pakistan, where I was often the only girl in the mining department, doing co-curricular activities, doing being head of a society. Sometimes I didn't choose mining because it was trendy.
Bushra,
In fact, yes,
sorry to interrupt. Could you put your presentation in presentation mode?
yeah, sure.
It's yeah, it's still showing the PowerPoint. Thank you.
There's an issue with my PowerPoint. Can I show it like just like that if it's all right?
Yeah.
Clicking on it.
Okay. Let's. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So today I serve as an assistant director at Pakistan Mineral Investment HTMA High Tech Mining Associates. It sounds fancy and sometimes it is. Now get to influence policies, support young engineers, and drive investment in modern mining. But I never forgot my roots. The field sites, the foggy mountains, morning, the cool stained gloves. My voice did not stay in Pakistan thanks to the incredible platform like Women in Mining Denver and BRIM in Canada. I have had the chance to speak at the global audience thanks all to Women in Mining Denver, especially to our vice president. But it's not about spotlight; it's about the impact, my story, and it's rooted in resistance, driven by the purpose and fueled not just by the diesel but by my dreams. So yes, I am a girl who talks rocks at parties, who checks road cuts for formations, and who still gets asked, "Are you on the mine side?" I just smile and say, "I'm exactly where I belong." So this is I often get asked most of the time, why mining? Uh, when people ask me why I chose mining, I always smile and say because I was curious about what lies beneath. As a child, others admired the sky. I was busy picking up a strange looking rocks, wondering what secrets they held. That curiosity didn't fade, it grew only stronger with time and eventually led me underground. I remember watching documentaries and being fascinated by how minerals are extracted, how something hidden deep in the earth becomes steel that builds our cities or salt on our kitchen table. I used to wonder what are people making this happen. So well, now I am proud of one of them. So In Pakistan, mining plays a vital role in our economy, and in everyday life, sectors like copper, gold, and coal are the backbone of energy security, industrial development, and infrastructure. And yet, it in our industry that may overlook, especially women. So, but here the truth is, mining is not just about digging holes; it's about building futures. So, mining connected to everything. I believe that mining is connected to everything from power in our homes to the roads we drive on. In the industry of transformation, you take that lies beneath and turn it into something useful for society. That to me is powerful, but that is a nation building. And when done right, with the care for the environment and communities, mining can uplift entire regions. I believe that mining can uplift entire regions, as what I have studied till now. But for many people, especially young women, mining still sounds intimidating. I believe that they think of it as a dangerous, dirty, or distant. I am here to challenge that view of many people in our society, as I have seen this in our where I have seen this, like women get to know this because yes, while mining does require courage and resilience, and it also needs sharp minds, leadership, innovation, and empathy. So these are the qualities not defined by gender, I believe, but by vision. I chose mining just not because I love rocks, so I still do. I still choose it because I wanted to be a part of something bigger. I wanted to represent women where they were none. I wanted to show that we don't always have to follow the path made for us. We can dig our own. So why mining again? Why mining? Because it's tough and because it matters for all the women in our society, and because someone needed to step forward and say yes, women belong here. And I am here today not just because I wanted to share my journey, but to show what happens when a woman walks into the mines with the courage and walks out with a mission. I hope I hope my word lights a spark for someone out there, maybe even you, to break your own barriers. Uh, the next is mining that is not for girls. That is the most asked questions I have gone through from last. I have been from my university days to my professional life from last 5 to 6 years. This is the most asked questions I have been asked. Mining that's not for girls. I sentence I have heard like too often. Like still today I actually listened it to. So let me get you back to the moment I said out loud, I want to be a mining engineer. And I heard it when I applied for my university program, and I heard it during the field visits where I was the only girl in the group of some 20 men, and I heard it when I walked into the office meetings and safety briefings and mine sites. Sometimes it was said kindly as concern, sometimes sometimes not so kindly. But every time I heard it, I asked myself, if not me, then who? So, yes, you see, when a girl enters a space that was not built for her, everything becomes harder for her. I believe that. And the boots don't fit, the cover rolls are too loose. The assumptions are everywhere. People expect you to be delicate, quiet, maybe even invisible. Sometimes I even heard it. So you are a woman. You do not need to be in this room because women do not belong to mining. But I didn't come into this industry to be invisible. I came to learn, to lead, to change things. Choosing mining meant choosing discomfort, not just physically, but socially. You become the example, the exception, the one they remember, for better or for worse. But with that burden comes an opportunity, I believe. And with every burden, I got to know about some opportunities, and my opportunity and the doors of opportunities open for me, and I have been blessed one for these things. But of course through hard work and all that. So I came to learn first of all, then to lead, to change things. Choose Yeah, choosing mining meant choosing discomfort. No, I didn't walk into a mining to prove anything, but slowly, unintentionally, my presence began to make a point. Every time I showed up on a site, on a meeting, on an office meeting, in the sun, in the mud, in the meeting, it became harder to say that's not for girls. When I was standing there, it's not. They You have to deny that this deal is not for girls, because I was there doing it rightly, standing shoulder to shoulder with the men and doing my work. I learned to hold my ground, literally and emotionally. I learned to let my work speak louder than the stereotypes. I learned to ask the right questions, take responsibility, and when needed to be the first voice in the silence room. That sentence, "that's not for girls," no longer breaks me, it fuels me. My journey beyond mining. So my journey beyond mining, redefining the engineer's role. Mining gave me a strength, but life beyond mining gave me a purpose, I believe. You see, I started in the field. It hard hats and dusty boots, learning every layer of the earth, and every layer of myself. But over time, I realized that something, if I wanted to change, it could not just happen underground. I had to rise up the decision making level of to shape not just rocks but systems. And that when my journey took a turn from the mine site to Brame University of British Columbia, Canada, didn't just teach me about mining. It showed me how to see mining differently. It showed me how to see mining differently, more responsibly, and more sustainably, more humanly. So there I was surrounded by the global experts, scientists, engineers, economists, all working together to create a mining future that cares for the people and the planet. And I realized in the session, the classes, that mining engineer, that I was not just a mining engineer anymore. I am a change maker. So today, as I worked as assistant director at High Tech Mining Associates, I now apply, design the very policies that guide me mining in Pakistan. I involve building and strategies, supporting local and international investors, and making sure our young engineers are prepared for the modern mining world. And yes, I am still the youngest and often the only woman in the room, but I don't mind. It reminds me why I am here. That happened me most of the time. So because of these experiences, I have learned that the real change does not always come with the shouting. Sometimes it comes with the showing up consistently, professionally, and the vision. I have worked on the projects that bring mining and education together. I have helped mentor engineers who once thought that they'd never be heard. I am still learning, and alongside I'm mentoring some of my student juniors along with it, and I'm happy about it. So one of the most powerful things I have done is to share my story through Women in Mining Denver. and also through Women in Mining interview series. So it was the first time I saw how my story could inspire someone else. I believe a young girl from Balochistan. It's a northern area in Pakistan. A very it's often overlooked. Messaged me after watching my interview and said, "I didn't know someone like me could do this too." And that day it actually made my day, and I was very happy that whatever I am doing today and what I wanted to do through, of course, with time I'm learning also. uh, that message worth more than any goal I have ever seen. So my work is not just about minerals, it's about momentum, I believe. It's about making mining smarter, safer and stronger by ensuring women are not only present but respected and empowered, because we are not just capable, we are essential. I believe this. My journey beyond mining has not taken me away from the industry, it's simply taken me deeper into its systems, its stories, and its souls. I believe that. And my mission is clearer than ever to keep the building a future everyone, no matter their gender, no matter what their gender is, but can thrive, lead, and belong in mining. I believe this. Passion in action and building a woman in mining Pakistan. I think so. That is my main thing. Uh, every movement begins with a movement. I believe that every movement begins with a movement. For me, it was the moment I realized I could not keep waiting for someone else to build a space for mining, for women in mining. There was not anyone, there was not one. So I decided to build one myself. So, yeah. I decided to build one myself, and that's how mining, Women in Mining Pakistan was born. Not from the big funding or perfect plans. I believe this. I'm still learning and professionally I'm building myself. But from a pure belief that women in this industry deserve visibility, respect, and community. We all started small, I believe that. Just conversations, messages, like a few like-minded women connecting over shared challenges. But passion, when focused, become action. I believe this. So today. Today, Women in Mining Pakistan is growing platform that connects women from across the Pakistan and geologists, mining engineers, lab analysts, students, and field staff, many of whom had never met another woman in the field before. So yeah, and things are going that way, and we have partnered with some of the government organization. I'm in a conversation with them in Pakistan, mining companies, some international bodies, but just in a conversation, to amplify voices that were always there, just never heard. That is the main my motive from the start. uh, start from I was learning just professionally, and yeah, I remember visiting a region where young girls had never seen a woman engineer in real life. One girl came up to me and after my session whispered, "Miss, I want to work with the stones too." So my father says it's not for the girls, and but now I can say I met one who does it. So moments like that, they remind me this is bigger than me. I believe that these are bigger than me. It's all about planting seeds that grows into the future. So yeah, I have traveled. I have traveled across Pakistan to speak about women rights. and safety at workplaces, and simple but powerful messages: you belong here. I believe that. I have held some of the webinars and formed mentorship circles and created platforms for women to speak, but it's still on the initial stages. And with the passing time, I am thinking of growing it and all that, about their worth with the pride, something that was once considered unusual, even inappropriate. We didn't have much in I didn't have much in the beginning, and nothing, but I have determination, and with that I am leading the change. And from being invisible and or being ignorable, I believe that one day my platform will speak for the women in mining in a male dominated society, especially. So women in mining Pakistan is not just about numbers or statistics, it's about impact. You don't have to shrink to fit in. You don't have to choose between career and respect. You don't have to wait for the permission. So this chapter is for every woman who has been told she is not too much, she is too weak, she is too ambitious. It's for the every girl who picked up a rock and wondered if she could do something with it. So yeah, it's for a better, more balanced industry, and where inclusion is not a slogan but the structure. That's what we are building, and we are just getting started. Why women in mining matters? So I believe this is a very important topic, a case for inclusion. Let's talk about something very simple but deeply powerful. Why do women in mining matter? Why? Not just as symbolic presence, not just as a diversity checkbox, but as a crucial part of the industry future. If uh, if you don't if you look at the statistics, the numbers are still shockingly low. Women making up a tiny fraction in the mining workforce, and if you zoom into the field level jobs, and even fewer, um, even fewer. Now, some may ask, is it really necessary? Can't mining continue the way it has always been? But there's a truth: the way it has been, it's no longer working. So today mining is not just about muscle and machines. It's all about data. I believed from the day first that mining is not just about muscles and machines and going into the coal minings and underground. It is about that, but it's more about data, I believe. Technology, innovation, sustainability, and yes, emotional intelligence, safety, communication, and collaboration. Women bring these strengths to the table, and I am doing my best to do these things. Often naturally, we are not just of capable of doing the things job, we are essential to doing it better. I believe that. So I have seen it myself. When a woman is a part of a field team, conversation change. There is more to attention to safety. There is more respect in communication, and there's more listening. I believe that when a woman is a part of field team, so not because we are better, but because we are different. But the difference is the strength. I believe this. Yeah, let's face it, mining has had all its reputation issues, and I know that. But when the outside world thinks of mining, they don't always picture clean energy and innovation or and community development. They picture danger, pollution, conflict, and maybe a dusty man with a shovel. So we need to change that image. I believe that, and women can help to do that. Women in mining can reshape how the world sees the industry. We bring care into decision making. We prioritize long term thinking, and we advocate for safety not just for ourselves but for everyone on site. And yes, we women innovate, we lead, we challenge outdated systems, not to destroy them, but to improve them. So that's what important to not we are not here to challenge the outdated systems, not to destroy them, but to improve them. So the challenges women face are there. I have seen it myself, and I am also one of them. But these are the unspoken realities. I have seen it myself and going through it and wanted to make a change in this world, especially the women phase. Let's take a moment to talk about that does not usually make it to the reports. Of course, I make feasibility reports. It didn't make it to these reports and boardroom discussions, but it actually feels like to be a woman in mining. Not just the resume, not just the achievements, but the live experience. Imagine this: if you are on a mine site in the middle of a nowhere, and you have worked hard to get here, and a degree, training, endless interviews, and you are ready to improve yourself, but before the shift even start, there's no restroom, no proper personal protective equipment in your size, and suddenly the message is loud and clear: the place was not meant for you. So these are the real challenges, I believe. These are the real challenges women face, not because we are not capable, but because system was not designed with us in a mind. And that is how I have experienced this, that the system is not designed for us. It's just about the tools or uniforms. It's just about being seen, so being taken seriously. Too often we walk in the rooms and feel like we have to to exit there. Sometimes we are the only woman on the shift. Sometimes it happens to the woman in mining. You get stared at not because of your skill, but because of your presence. Uh, and you are expected to either to be perfect or invisible. You spark too little, they think you are unsure. That most of the time these things happens in Pakistan, and I have seen this, and uh, I have seen this. I am seeing this every day, but I'm wanting to make this change, and I speak up about these things in my in even in my, at my workplace. That is, I speak that if you speak too much, you're too aggressive. Make a mistake. It's not just your mistake. Become a proof that women can't do this. So so many women face unsafe or unwelcoming environments in mining, in especially in Pakistan, and sometimes happen. There are some workplaces, of course, where I work also. They are very safe, and they actually support women in mining Pakistan, and I should actually also shout out to my own company to where I work. They're so supportive towards women, but it's not happen in all the companies. I am actually raising a voice for those who are actually going through what I am actually trying to subject here. Subtle biases, unwanted comments, and lack of privacy. Sometimes these things happens in Pakistan, and what makes it even harder, they suffer in silence because they are taught there to be grateful just to be there, because they are the only woman in the room. So no. um but they, but here's what they don't tell you, that women in mind don't break because of these challenges. We bend, we adopt, we build resilience. So yeah, and coming to the next, my the sacrifice women make in this field is the cause behind the courage, I believe. Behind every woman who makes it in mining, I believe, There's a story, not just of success, but because of the sacrifices. What we often celebrate on the surface comes with the silent cost underneath. And today I want to speak about those costs, not to explain, but to be honest. That is, to be honest, um, women women in this industry make sacrifices that many never see. Some leave their homes and their families, their comfort zones, because the mine site is far, the university is distant, and the opportunity is rare. So we say those women in mining say goodbye to the warm meals, family, events, and familiar faces, just to be say yes, am here, I'm trying. So some women give up more than time. They give up the parts of themselves. So their safety, their voices, their sense of ease, they learn to walk with a caution, to speak with a care, to be always calculating. Will this be misunderstood? Will they respect me if I say this? That's happened to the woman. Um, yeah, I remember missing my cousin's wedding because I had to attend a mandatory field inspection. I didn't have to. I have the heart to tell my family, and I didn't have a proper place to rest or freshen up at that entire day. So, but I showed up. I did my job, and I kept smiling because that's what do. We carry it all. We all do this. So we sacrifice stability because our paths are often less certain than supported. And we sacrifice recognition because sometimes no one claps for us, and still we show up with a full hearts and quiet strength. So, every woman in mining has missed something. I believe this. A family dinner, a festival, a moment that can't be recreated. But when we are creating this, it's legacy, I believe. A world where someday a girl won't have to sacrifice to succeed, she will simply be supported. So that's the future worth fighting for. These are some of the inspiring women in mining, and I keep on seeing them in the well them. One of the women who inspired me early in this journey is Barbara Dischinger, the founder of International Women in Mining. I just research on her work, and it's really inspired me. And I believe that, and even to my some of my junior girls, and I also told them about her and asked them to be like her. She didn't just build an organization; she built a movement. Through International Women in Mining, she created a space for stories like mine to be heard, and for connections and build across borders and time zones. So yeah. And there's Anna, a leader I deeply admire for her work in the project management and communication. Anna's creativity transformed how her organization spoke to the world. So yeah, she led a complete social media overhaul, and not for attention but for the purpose. Thanks to her, thousands of people began seeing mining as something modern, meaningful, and most importantly, inclusive. So that is for the more important, the inclusive one. So yeah, what I love about these women, Barbara on and so many others. Even our vice president also of women in mining Denver is that their leadership is not loud, it's intentional, it's thoughtful. What these women are doing for the mining, I believe that is incredible. Listening to the people, giving them a chance, a platform, going through out of this world. I know how it feels, so I know. So they are the kind of women who just don't open the doors, they hold them open. That's what matters, I believe. Also through these platforms like Women in Mining Denver, BRIM, Women in My International Women in Mining, and I have had the privilege of listening to voices like women in Canada, South Africa, Mongolia, and more, India, and all these. Each story is different, and I learn from these, and I learn from these stories, and I keep on learning and doing it on my professional life, and wanted to mentor some students so they don't have to listen why women. We belong here and we are not going anywhere. That's what I want every woman in mining to say this in front of everyone. So, but together, yeah, but together, women are creating something bigger. Women in mining are creating something bigger than any of us. A global mining industry that is stronger, smarter, and not just, but because our women of it, because the women are a part of it. As the women rise, they make space for others to rise with them. So, women in mining Pakistan. So I wanted to women in mining Pakistan. It actually gave me a pause. So yeah, when we think of women in mining Pakistan, the truth is there are not many, and the few who are here, they often wanna often wanna find them on the front lines. Because they are not capable because they were never invited. That's what, yeah. In Pakistan, mining is still considered a man's world. Fieldwork is labeled as unsafe, unsuitable, or simplified, not for women. Even in universities, young girls really choose mining. Yes, this is true. Sometimes they are not even told it exists as a career option. And so as a whole generation of potential is lost before it even discovered. So let me tell you this talent is there, the passion is there, what's missing is the support. So I believe that uh, women in mining are I believe that women in mining are Pakistan are few, but that's not the weakness, it's the starting point. With every story we tell, every girl we support, and every barrier we break, we are building a mining sector that includes everyone, not just in offices, not just in labs, but deep in the heart of field, because real progress, it it digs deeper, and so we do. Why diversity in mining matters? That is very important thing which I want to. Why diversity in mining matters beyond innovation, inclusion towards innovation. By now, you have heard a lot of women in the mining, the challenges, the hopes, the small victories. But let's be clear about this. This is not just for the gender issue. This is the business issue, a strategy issue, a future of the industry issue. Because where there is diversity, there is a better mining. I believe this. So let's look at the evidence. Let's look at the evidence. Mixed rooms with a man, woman, different backgrounds, different ways of thinking. They perform better. They solve problems faster. They make safer decisions. That's and they innovate more sustainability. So this is just not theory. It's been proven again and again in mining companies across the world that I have seen it happen firsthand in teams where the only one voice dominates, the solution tend to follow old patterns. That's but introduce even one different perspectives, and suddenly the conversation expands. So there's more what if, more why not. So more room for progress. I believe that inclusion is not just about having a woman in the photo or in the meeting. It's about listening to her, trusting her insights, and giving her a right seat in at the table, not because she's a woman, but because she brings value. I believe that not because she's a woman, just give her that, but because her presence brings value to it, and the value makes the entire operation matter. I wanted to make this whole point clear that think about safety protocols and community engagements, rehabilitation, sustainability. These are not just technical challenges; these are the human ones, and women along with other underrepresented groups often brings empathy, long-term thinking, and community-driven insights that others might miss. So in Pakistan, Canada, America, South Africa, wherever mining is happening, there is growing recognition that diversity is no longer optional. The world is demanding ethical, inclusive, sustainable practices. So investors are watching, governments are regulating, so communities are speaking up, and companies that embrace diversity, they're thriving. So when we talk about diversity in mining, I believe I believe that we are not just checking boxes. We are building a foundation for industry that grow, not just in size but in wisdom. I believe that when we are building it, it should be on wisdom because everyone is heard, every decision is stronger, and when mining reflects the world it serves, and that's what it becomes truly future ready. So, what my vision is to connect, empower, and support women in mining across the Pakistan, and with the global creator jobs networks and global partnerships, even webinars and mentoring circles. So, what we can do? But I believe that as a close statement, but I believe that we it's not just about mining. I believe it's about I stand before proof that resilience can dig deeper than resistance. And I hope my story did not just inform you all. I hope it reminded you that your voice matters. Every woman in mining matters. Whether you are in Pakistan or in USA, in Canada, the work of changing this industry belongs to all of us. And even if one woman, only one woman, one girl, one future leader hears this and says, maybe I can too, and then all the sacrifices, silence, the wrong road, and it will be worth it. So, thank you. Thank you, not just for your time, but for your attention. If this message touched something in you, if you are thinking of anything, I'm if you have any questions and if any confusion, I'm here. You may ask. Thank you.
Bushra, thank you so much. What a powerful message. I love what you said about opening a door and holding it open for others. That's very, very powerful. So thank you. Your journey is very inspiring, and we're so honored to have you with us today and looking forward to future collaborations as well. We're going to open the floor for questions now. While we do now that, you can write your questions in the Q&A tab if you are using the Teams app. We have about 15 minutes for Q&A. In the meantime, I wanted to do a few quick announcements to give people time to think their questions and write them down, and Bushra will be here to answer. Okay, so number one, the recording of this webinar is going to be available for anybody to see. So be aware and be on the lookout for a link in our LinkedIn in the next few days. Um, if you've been trying to email us, Wim Denver, we are having some technical difficulties that we're working on resolving. So the best way to get in touch with us is through LinkedIn direct messages. So for the time being, please do that, and we'll be back online shortly. And last, if you are in Denver, we are having an in-person event today at 5 p.m. It's a sip and swing golf class, or if you just want to come hang out, you can do that as well. We have a couple spots left for the class. You can see our LinkedIn Woman in Mining Denver for the link to sign up. And if you are just coming to hang out, you don't need to sign up. You can just show up. So we're looking forward to seeing you today. Okay, so with that, let's go to the Q&A. So Bushra, I have a question here from Kim Tornod. Um, she says, you are incredibly impressive and courageous, and I applaud you for that. Unfortunately, most Americans get their view of Pakistan from the news, which is incentivized to only report the negative. In general, do you feel safe on mine sites there? I might be visiting Reko Diq in the future. Thank you.
Oh. Hi, Kim. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me to have this kind comments from you. Yeah, to be honest, Pakistan is very safe, and especially you have asked about mine site. I have visited a lot mines in Pakistan, and they all are safe if you are with the safety protocols and all that. Pakistan, and especially Rikodik. Rikodik is the most uh, uh, developing project in Pakistan all over the world. So Pakistan is ensuring that safety is the most welcome. I have visited recording course and it was very good session with me and I had a very great time. So yes, Pakistan is safe. You will be more than welcome here. So we can have a chat here and meet up if you ever visited Pakistan or Reko because I am a part of mining and I frequently visit these sites and Reko and all the mine sites. They are safe, but actually through my all my presentation, all my I wanted to say yes, women do feel do go through these all things. So, but even now the mines are safe and it's safe for everyone. So you can visit it.
Thank you, Bushra, and I'll be happy to put you guys in touch if you want to take this offline.
Yeah, sure.
I actually have a question for you, and it's how can we outsiders support your vision for women in mining in Pakistan as allies in the industry? What do you see as factors that would enable the organization that you're very courageously forming to bloom in the future?
Yeah, that's a very great question, and thank you so much for asking this. Actually, I just founded this, and the most the major problem I'm going through this is that companies do not recognize it because all the honors are males and they do not recognize female. Especially I'm the honor of that, so they are not ready to recognize women in mining Pakistan. To be honest, I am because they are like this is the woman in mining. Of course, after some time it will not be working. But I am here with the determination so I believe, but as you asked, what you can do is a like collaboration between women in mining Pakistan and women in mining Denver. A little bit of sessions, if I include some of my students and some of my Pakistani students, especially as I told you, they are very underdeveloped. They're so demotivated that I can't even tell you just because of these meals and this and they give it's a whole presentation I gave on this so I believe that through a little bit of collaboration on these with some of the companies also, if because some because women in mining. For example, Denver has all the companies they have. If they collaborate with us with a little bit mentoring students, so at that time some of our companies might recognize us. So I believe this is the first step I could take, and with time I am learning also. So this is what I can do, and I am actually trying to make it possible.
Oh, absolutely. We would love to do that. Not that we know what we're doing, but we try. Uh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, any other questions? In the meantime, I also wanted to ask you what you think that our allies in the industry, our allies, male males, and um, what can they do better to support women in mining worldwide, in your opinion?
And I think it's just one word. It's just like accepting us. That's the only word I would use, as accepting us. So they do not accept us, and the only thing they could do, they can do, is like accept us. On that way, I'm not asking for any favors and not for like promoting us, and like just accept us. The day they will start accepting women in mining, there the whole scenario of women in this mining in male dominated society changed. I think all over the world, just not in Pakistan but all over the world. So just accepting that the women can be included in mining changed the whole scenario.
Thank you. Very, very powerful. Do you feel that your advocacy has helped you earn that recognition that you want, which is just acceptance, right? Within within the industry in your country, or you're not making, are you making friends? Is that kind of what I'm asking?
I believe, yeah, yes. Um, I am making a little bit change, so it will with the time, it will get better with the time and accepting me, and I'm making my ways myself. So yes,
Thank you, Bushra. Any
you're
more
welcome.
questions from the attendants? You can type your questions in the Q&A that is open for everyone to write. In the meantime, yeah, Kim, we don't have, let me write up your name and I'll look you up in LinkedIn to put you guys in contact. Because of our email issues, we've been a little disconnected over the last couple of days. So let's do that. It's always better when you're visiting a country and you have someone local that can help you. Yep, no problem. Okay. Okay. In the chat, do we have any questions? Nope. All right. Well, if there are no more questions from our audience, you had a great attendance today. Again, we're very honored to have you in this platform, and definitely looking forward to further collaborations with you
Yes,
personally, but also with WIM Pakistan. Um,
yes,
we all, we need to keep our network open and yeah, and learn from each other. That's what we're striving for to have here, community. And it's a community that is so strong that it goes beyond frontiers. So thank you again so much for such a powerful message today. Kim says, really enjoyed this. Thank you, Bushra. So lots of thank yous over there. And yeah, we'll hope you have some rest. I think it's getting later.
yeah,
Peter
it's all
says,
right.
thank you. Thank you for sharing inspiring message. So
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you. Thank you so
Eg-
much. Thank you so much for giving me this platform, and it was so much fun. And it was my first time as a speaker in some international on a international platform. I was little nervous also, but because of you, I must say that I got this little uh, courage and all that. And thanks to you, so thank you so much. Thank you for including women in mining, especially. Thank you so much.
Awesome, Bushra. Yeah, thank you for being a great role model, says Donna. And yeah,
Thank you so
lots
much.
of love from our audience today. So
Yeah,
again,
thank you
thanks
so
and
much.
have a great night or have a good day, everybody. And hope to see you later today, those in Denver for the sip and swing. Have a good one.
Bye.